Hello everybody, this is BScat100 and welcome back to some more of The World Ends With You. I know it's been a while, we got some more readings to do. I was finally able to hand over the phone tracking application the composer requested some time back. I informed the composer it was ready 3 days ago, but they apparently had no time to come pick it up. It just shows how carefully the proxy is planning each move. With the application that detects the conductor's imagination. With it, one can walk around Shibuya and piece together the conductor's strategy. At this point, I cannot even fathom the conductor's plan. I will have to rely on the information gathered by the composer. While I wait for his findings, I will work on the composer's next order, a second revision to the phone's functionality. Today also marks my first contract proxy since he's formed a pact with the composer. He appears considerably wary of his partner at the present time. As expected, the psychological strain is severe. So severe, in fact, that most players would be unable to continue. Right now, the only thing that is keeping the proxy in the game is his entry fee. At least his dangerously strained state of mind is acting to heighten his soul, and more words that I'm not able to get. Let's see if I can get it this time. The composer's reports indicate rough going in his investigation. I suspect the limits upon his abilities. Meanwhile, Minamoto has not issued any missions. The Reaper elites must be alarmed as well. Perhaps this is more the Fallen Angel's influence. As I've stated, more words. The Fallen Angel may have chosen Minamoto for a few reasons. First, none desire the composer's office more. Minamoto's obsession was great enough to compel him to pursue the composer in the real ground. Unlike simple Reapers, however, more words. Yes, the composer must downtune to the frequency of the real ground, limiting his powers. However, Minamoto is in the same boat. As a result, the difference in their abilities remained unchanged. Just the assassination attempt failed. While Minamoto's efforts, more words. Okay. I've given up trying to read this already. I was able to get the first few pages, so I feel good about myself. Anyway, I understand it's been a very long time since the last episode of this. I do apologize, but I haven't been on my desktop for months, and the first time that I've been on it for a while was doing some homework, and I looked and it's like, oh, I have this pre-recorded stuff here that I never taken up, and then I remembered, oh, I still have another game to finish. So here I am, I'm going to try to finish it. That doesn't mean I'm going to be pausing Pokemon Zeta or Phoenix Wright, but everything will come out at a slower rate just because I have school and marching band and all that stuff, and it's actually more work this time and more time consumed. So as a result, I have no idea what's going to be going on in this at all. So I guess I'm just going to have to go with the flow for now. I'll get back into the flow of things and whatever else. But I hope you guys are as excited as I am to have this game continued. There are a couple more things that need to be done in order for it to be a complete continued or new game. So I will enlist help from the internet just because this part of the game I'm not very familiar with. And yeah, that's about it. So now that hopefully you have read all of the secret reports, I think it's time to get on with our adventure. And then we have all these objectives that we still need to do. The pig noise, get the new girl's uniform sweater, and eliminate the ultimate enemy at the top of Pork City. I wonder who the ultimate enemy is. I have a feeling I know who it is, but I'm not sure yet. Anyway, if you can recall that much back in this game, Pork City is a special type of tower. Now, Pork City is a tower in which only certain brands of pins will work on each floor. One brand of pin will work on each floor. So this is why throughout the game I was insisting on buying a whole bunch of different pins, leveling them up to the full potential of different brands for this reason, for Pork City. Also because some are stronger than others, and you don't know what might work for you, what combination of pins might work for you, unless you try them all. Yeah, that's the basis of it. I have no idea what's going on right now. I believe. Damn, this doesn't look foreign to me, but it's very unnatural. Let's just say. So. What am I looking for? Jupiter Monkey. Okay, yeah, Jupiter Monkey don't work. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna go for the unbranded pins. Maybe? I don't know. I also want to unlock that 6th slot. However, the materials needed for stuff like that and for some of the pins that I want to get are very, very, very hard to get. Basically, you kind of shit out of luck unless you have enlisted help from the internet before you got to the post game. Why do I take so long with this? Also, better question, why did I not... Oh, never mind. It's because I'm not using the same recording system as I use for Phoenix Wright and Pokemon. You know, this one actually doesn't crash. Let's get to start fighting some noise. It's been a while since I've seen a noise fight, and from what I recall, out of recording, it goes by pretty darn quick. This elephant... This elephant is a pain in the ass. You want to know why? Because, well, for 2 reasons. One, it does that thing, which will interrupt your attack. Oh, that was quick. What did I have it on? Maybe I'm just too damn strong. I don't remember.
You're good as gone.
Probably after these sets of recording, we're gonna go back and kind of familiar from. I can't speak English words today. Familiarize myself with it, just so I know what's going on. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute because I need to read a thing.
Don't make this worse for yourself. You are done. That'll do. Work for you? What do you think? Keep it up. See ya. Good work. This is not next. That's how it's done.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem, Sacred Stones lately, and I don't know. I might be considering it for a next playthrough. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not quite sure. I have a lot of games in the repertoire right now that I want to do a Let's Play. Most of them are blind. Sacred Stones obviously is not, but Sacred Stones is a completely different type of game in general. Just because it's a strategy, or essentially it's a strategy RPG, or it's more of a strategy game than anything else. For the fact that you really have to be careful with your units and everything and stuff like that. So, like I said, I'm considering doing it as a Let's Play, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not even sure if half of you are going to be this far into the video to hear me announce something like that. So, but if you are, and let's face it, I'm not... With the Phoenix Wright and the Pokemon series, I picked 2 very long games. So that's going to be that for a while. My question is, would you like to see a 3rd game going up at the same time? which would be Fire Emblem, or would you rather me finish one up and break kind of the trend of the series to insert a game in between one Phoenix Wright game and another? That's my question to you guys.
This is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. What's wrong? Farewell. This is nothing.
Also, for those of you guys who are still wondering about the Homestuck anime, and let's just say that people have been lazy, and not sending their stuff in, so I'm not quite sure it's going to happen. You don't even worry about that, guys. I think we're gonna die here. I think this is one of my first on-screen deaths. It's going to happen. It's just not going to happen as soon as I hoped. Yeah, I think this is one of my first on-screen deaths.
Have fun, Neku.
22? Are you fucking... Alright, fine.
This is nothing. That'll do. You are done. This is nothing. This is nothing.
Wait, I think I've already done this somewhere.
Good work. Go away. Just die. You are done. Not bad. Easy. You're good.
Sorry, it's more people problems. Let's just say, not that. That wasn't the right way to describe it.
Go away. This is nothing.
Never mind. Forget what I was saying.
Easy. That was a nice distraction.
Well, thank you, Joshua, for stating the obvious. Oh, looks like my iPod is done updating. Yeah, I decided to get the...
Your good is gone. Go away. This is nothing. Just die. This is not farewell. You are done. This is not farewell. This is not.
What was I saying again?
Die.
Oh,
This is nothing.
yeah, I decided to get the iOS 8 update. I don't like what they're doing with the picture roll and everything, but I guess I'll get used to it.
This is not. That'll do. Just die.
Hopefully, they'll have an 8.1 update that'll fix those little things, but for now, I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it. That's fine.
Go away. This is nothing.
Talk about. So apparently there is no sportsmanship anymore in our game. If you are into college football, you know about this. Fuck, good noise. If you've heard of Shiza. Alright, hold on. Cut that thought short.
Watch yourself. I'm digging it. Get out. I'm digging it. I ain't done yet.
So we got our floor complete.
this tower is going to get oh, that's right, it's going to get more complicated. This tower is... it's not fun in the later times. That's about how I can say it. It gets very, very difficult, and so I'm not sure about this stuff. It's been a couple years now. I was looking at Udagawa wall tag. Mr. H came up and talked to me. After that, I started going to his cafe. We talked about lots of stuff. Eventually, I found out he was Cat. But really, that's all I know. I wish the guy would open up a little more. Well, ain't that ironic, Neku saying that. Anyway, yeah, so this one will take hip snake pins only. You know, I've always found that problem, and I kept interrupting myself. Fact of the, or point of it is that there is no... I'm gonna have to take a break from the tower and go on with the main story, which obviously, well, not the main story, but actually it's kind of the main plot line of this thing. Because if you guys remember, we started out with the 10-pin slammer competition, and and everybody got their pins taken away and stuff, and we were supposed to meet at the ramen place, and yet I took a different route. Actually, you know what? I don't even remember if we were in that scene yet or not. I guess we'll find out soon. Yeah, that's how long it's been since I've recorded this.
Watch yourself.
And you know, it's kind of nice to be able to get to use all of our partners instead of just one. Because you know, each one of them has their what's it called? Advantages and disadvantages to use. Like, for example, Shiki can attack in the air and on the ground with Mr. Mew. Beat has a very just take my word for it. They're useful in their own ways. Joshua with his floating attack, which is nice. It's very, very powerful. And then Beat with his skateboard. Just overall, his ground attacks are very, very helpful in certain situations. Words. See, this is what happens when I don't play for a while, or record this for a while. I start to lose my momentum. Also, I've been recording during playing the game rather than afterwards, so I'm kind of rusty at post-recording, I guess you can say. Okay. Check my iPod. So you might hear a little... That's just me moving around. Hello there. What the fuck? Hold on a minute. Did I just royally fuck up? I just royally fucked up. Well, I don't want this. It's not letting me get rid of it. Alright. Just gonna spend a moment or so messing around with this.